Hey everybody, Cody with Princess Craft RV, and today we're going to go over how to set up the outside shower room on the MDC XT9. So real quick, I've got everything laid out here on the ground that goes with this unit. We have our obvious shower room, we've got our stakes, we've got our support poles, we've got our floor, and then we've got our ropes and some other stakes that we're going to attach to. So with the shower room, setting this onto the trailer first, you are going to have a bead up here at the top. When you go to put this in place, you're going to want to make sure your main shower door is facing out away from the unit. It is the bigger zipper. You do have a smaller, I don't know, half circle zipper on the backside. This is to give you shower access. So make sure you put this up there right, or it gets real difficult to install the right way. You're going to take this bead and it's going to slip into this channel right here across the top, just like that. All right, so with your stakes, you're going to want to put them in the ground kind of at a 45-degree angle to where your top corners on this are going to be. So you can pull this out by hand and kind of judge where you're going to want to put your stake into the ground. Obviously, you may need a hammer and you may need to upgrade these depending on the type of material you're camping in. If you're camping in sand, they got those screw-in ones now that are pretty cool, but this is what comes with. So these are just going to hammer into the ground, and then you're going to take your ropes, put you a knot on one side that we're going to put around our poles, and then we're going to take our adjuster here, and this end right here that's on the plastic, we're going to loop that and just put it around the hook like this on your anchor, and that way you can just slide that up and the tension automatically locks that rope into place. So real easy to get this nice and tight and adjust it as necessary. All right, so to actually get this thing to stand up on its own, you've got two leg support poles and you've got a cross support pole, and that are going to tie off to your wire or your ropes here to kind of hold everything in place. So these are real easy to use. You're just going to open the latch. That pole's going to slide out on the inner pole. When you find the height that you want, you're just going to snap it shut, and that's going to hold the pole in place. Now, to be entirely honest, this is a lot easier if you have two people, but if it is just you, it is doable. What I've done is I've already positioned one side of the pole in place, and then I'm going to take the other one, and then I've got my cross support pole here as well. Now, in my opinion, you can put this on now, or you can put it in on top, because you're still going to have your rope holding it in place. So I'm going to do the latter, and I'm just going to put that through there, and then I'm going to take this and put it on top. And then I'm going to come over and pick up my other side, and I'm going to put it in place. Now this pole is adjustable the same way as the two side supports. Once you get your space there, you can go ahead, have your rope close by, grab onto it, hold some tension on it. It is going to be helpful, and then you're just going to slide this tensioner up on the rope, come over to the other side, and we are going to do the same thing. Loop that over the top. Then you're just going to pull that up. You want to be kind of at a 45-degree angle or something kind of out, so it kind of pulls this open and sets it up. And that is how you do your poles and supports. All right, this is your floor for your outside shower. Once you get the shower set up and tight, this is just going to find your center point in the shower and lay it on the ground. And you're going to stake it in place with the 4 inner D-loops that are inside the shower room. That you're going to pull to the outside and stake all of it in place together. All right, so now we're going to go over how to take this thing down. First thing I'm going to recommend is make sure it's dry. If it's not and you pack it away, you are going to want to unpack it and dry it at some point. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the floor out. I'm going to go ahead and pull all 4 corner anchors. Depending on how well you got those in the ground, it'll depend on your effort. My ground is kind of wet right now, so things are pulling out pretty easy. Once we get all of our anchors out, then we can pull our floor out. We're just going to fold that up and then set it aside. Set that aside for now. And now I'm going to take all of my poles down. So we're just going to slack off the ropes. Undo your Velcro on the side here, and then what I like to do Just kind of grab this, walk it in so I can set one side against the trailer while I pop the other side off. Again, this is easier if you've got two people. Go ahead and collapse my poles. And last but not least, we're going to take our actual shower room down, close that up, and then we are going to slide this out of the track. And now you are ready to fold it and store it in the storage bag. Alrighty, that's how you set up the outside shower room on the MDC XT9. Now, if you have more questions about this unit, check us out in Round Rock, Texas or Katy, Texas, or pick up the phone and give us a call.